You want to talk about a screwed up world. Folks, this world is messed up. And I got proof of it right here. So welcome back to the channel, Culture Confederacy here. It's Sunday night. Happy Sunday, everybody. Now, I'm sorry that I haven't Yo Culture Confederates, as I normally say. But I know I haven't been posting the past couple of days, and that's just because I've had my schedule upended at work. Had some things happen outside the channel. But I'm here and I'm ready to go, so let's get to this. Now, on Fridays, I normally post my Oddly Friday news segment, so we're going to kind of do that tonight. But I do want to say thank you for watching, subscribing, being a part of this thing called the Culture Confederacy. And there's so many things I want to talk about. So I didn't know if I should do one video with one topic or maybe just throw it into one, so we'll just do it all in one. Because when I talk about this being one screwed up, messed up world, here you go. So a lawyer in Australia, by the way, if you're new, you're not going to find any fancy graphics here, epic soundtracks. You're not going to see me coming on camera going, look at me, look at how gorgeous I am, look how shredded I am. Don't you just love those videos? Is he using steroids? Is he not? It's so superficial. So at any rate, this is over at the AP. Melbourne, Australia. Senior lawyer in Australia apologizes to a judge for filing submissions in a murder case that included fake quotes and non-existent case judgments generated by AI. Oh! Now, the faux pas happened in the Supreme Court of Victoria State, and this is just another example of these legal mishaps happening due to AI, happening all across the globe now. Defense lawyer Rishi Nathwani, who holds the prestigious legal title of King's Counsel, took quote-unquote full responsibility for filing incorrect information in submissions in the case of a teenager charged with murder. But there is a happy ending. Now, this AI faux pas caused a 24-hour delay, but the teenager was found not guilty due to mental impairment. And what would you do if you found out that you were part black? You're white and you found out you're part black. And this is over at Blavity. Woman raised white learned her father was black and she was conceived. Well, I'll save that for last. So it says here that Christine Jacobson decided to take an at-home DNA test in 2016. Well, that's your first mistake. And she was hoping to learn more about her parents. All she knew was that they had immigrated from Denmark to the United States. And when she submitted her DNA for analyses, she wanted to dive deeper into her heritage, it says here. And according to Insider, Jacobson's quest to learn more about herself came with a lot more information than she anticipated. So she ended up finding out that she was part black, and she had roots in West Africa. But it gets better, folks. It gets better. Now, don't you love this? This always seems to be the narrative with these websites. Have you noticed this? So, miraculously, they find some black woman who apparently is a first or second cousin. They just magically appear. And they get in contact with each other. And they start coming up with this family tree. And it turns out, here you go, folks, it turns out that Jacobson's biological father and the other woman's father were brothers. Oh, ho, ho. This sounds like an episode of Jerry Springer. DNA test reveals cousins' parents were brothers. Next Oprah. So this all goes to this idea of white privilege. And it turns out that she was conceived at a swingers party because in the 50s and 60s, her parents were liberal progressives and they would leave her with a babysitter while they went to listen to jazz in Harlem. They'd send her to a neighbor or a cousin's home to sleep over, or for these sleepovers rather. And they would have these quote-unquote friend sleepovers, which back in the day was code language for swingers parties. So how do you like that one? White woman finds out that she's black, but she was conceived at a swingers party and her father was a dancer from the Bahamas. Pardon me. Getting long-winded here. Did you hear about the man in Austria who nearly missed his train during a smoke break? This is over Yahoo News. So it says here that a man has survived clinging to the outside of an Austrian high-speed train, according to Austria State Railway. The man late Saturday grabbed onto the outside of the train at St. Pölten, west of Vienna, according to a railway spokesperson. And he was later taken on board after the train performed an emergency stop. So what he did was he tried to cling to the train and get in between these two carriages of the train. They had an emergency stop. There was a 7-minute delay. And he nearly missed his train because of a smoke break. What about this Confederate flag battle in Bend, Oregon? This is over at Central Oregon Daily. So it says here, Bend woman demands Confederate flag to be removed from Juniper Ridge homeless camp. They got a picture of the Confederate flag here. It's it's on this flagpole right next to this RV. A Bend woman is demanding that a Confederate flag be removed from a homeless camp. The flag waves visibly from Highway 97. Quote, "This is a bad message that Central Oregon is sending to our communities of color and to all our visitors. That's the first thing that they see," Bend woman Katariana Stiles said. Well, you don't see the obvious here? You have a homeless camp. Why is there a homeless camp in this part of Bend, Oregon? Stiles said the flag was first brought to her attention by her teenage son. Quote, "My son is Native American of Lakota and Tlingit heritage," I believe that's how you pronounce it. He told me how it was hurtful. He felt it every day as he was driving to his job. I don't know if he's of Lakota heritage here, and Tlingit or Tlingit heritage. Someone can correct my pronunciation in the comment section below. Getting tongue-tied here. But the Seminole and the Cherokee fought for the Confederacy. The Cherokee Braves. Since then, Stiles has sent multiple letters to the city of Bend and Dutchess County, I believe it is, demanding to have it taken down. Quote, "I asked them again, what can we do to take this down? This sends a message of hate to our community. This is a violent flag of oppression." Yeah, I'm just curious. What if the person who owns this Confederate battle flag at this homeless camp happens to be black? Wouldn't that be something? So we've got that going on in Bend, Oregon. But they're so focused on the flag, they don't see the problem right in front of them that you've got a homeless camp. Now get this, the name of the homeless camp. This is the name of the homeless camp. Let me find it here. Just taking a moment here. Now they're talking about hate speech, how they don't want hate speech. So this is a temporary safe stay area is what they call it. A temporary safe stay area. Oh, you mean a homeless camp? So you allow this temporary safe stay area or homeless camp. You didn't put any guidelines in regarding whatever flags can be flown. And now you wonder why you've got some guy flying a Confederate battle flag, and that guy might be black. I'm just saying. And did you hear about the burglars? This happened in Los Angeles. Caught on closed-circuit television who stole $30,000 worth of merchandise, including Labubu dolls, the popular Labubu toy. Didn't say when it happened. But apparently some of these Labubu dolls can fetch for a couple $100 each. Now, of course, you don't see their faces. They're all, covered in mask or whatever they have. But there is footage of this. Let me see where the website is for this. Sky News has this. Go check this out at Sky News. But some people are just so brazen. I mean, they're just going here casually stealing merchandise from the store, including these Labubu dolls. And did you hear about the DOJ employee charged with felony after allegedly whacking a federal agent with a sandwich amid Trump's D.C. crime crackdown? This is over at Fox News. Sean Charles Dunn was arrested and charged with felony assault after he allegedly screamed at federal agents in D.C., then whacked a CBP agent with a sandwich before running off. Was it a foot long? So those are some of the headlines that are out there, kind of doing our Oddly Friday news segment on Sunday night. But I want to thank you again for watching, subscribing, being a part of this thing called the Culture Confederacy. Hope you enjoy the new look to the channel with a new thumbnail. But I do have a blast doing this channel. And again, thank you again for letting me do these videos and just be myself here. Just come as I am. Because I think that's what you want. Time and time again, I see that. That seems to be a common theme. People are tired of the BS with the media, so it's nice to have alternative sources come to channels like this. But thank you again for being with me. I'll catch you next time, and y'all have a great Sunday night. Take care.